Islamic terror groups like the Islamic State and Hamas are often accused of cowardice because they routinely use human shields. But I think this is a mistake based on a Western way of thinking that is grounded in Judeo-Christian morality. Westerners, especially Western liberals, too often simply cannot wrap their heads around the reality that Islamic doctrine commands its faithful to acts of what the Judeo-Christian ethos sees as abhorrent pure evil, which is why we hear language couched in terms of Western morality like cowardice. Devout, faithful Muslims who are obedient to all the obligations of Islam, that include slavery, sex slavery, and of course jihad and use of human shields, see the world and their place in it through a very different lens than we do. Eternity in paradise, basking in the presence of God, Allah in Arabic, awaits jihadis who die as shahids, or even who live lives in faithful obedience to Islam. And they also believe that hell awaits those who do not obey. The reason American and other diplomats keep trying to appease and reason with implacable foes like the Iranian regime or its proxies across the Middle East is that they cannot cope with the idea that human beings can be so consumed with depraved hatred that they can commit the atrocities we saw on October 7, the Shabbat massacre, and elsewhere for nearly 1,400 years. Diplomats are wedded to the idea that every human being can be reasoned with, can be met in the middle somehow, but they can't. Tangible physical compromise over land, for example, hold no attraction for those enthralled to fanatical belief. This is why the so-called two-state solution can never work. Not just that it's been offered and refused repeatedly, or that the region's Arab Muslims got their two-state solution in 1948 with the creation of Jordan, but because we continue to insist on viewing their behavior, beliefs, and motivations through a Judeo-Christian Western lens, instead of understanding that their objective is the utter annihilation of the Jewish people and the Jewish state of Israel, then the rest of the Dar al-Harb. As Sun Tsu tried to teach us centuries ago, know the enemy, know yourself, and victory is never in doubt, not in 100 battles.